On the 10th of July, 1940, what has become known as the first official day of the Battle of Britain, No. 111 Squadron were in action. Operating from their forward airfield at Hawkinge, 9 Hurricanes were scrambled at 1300 hours to intercept a plot heading towards Folkestone. 22-year-old Flying Officer Ferriss, DFC, was flying as a section leader in this action and gave an account of it to the BBC 4 days later.
When we got to the scene, there were 24 Dorniers altogether, in 3 bunches. The first bunch had already dropped their bombs, and the second lot was about to go in. The third wave never delivered an attack at all. It was really a thrilling sight, as I looked down on the tiny ships below and saw 2 long lines of broken water where the first bombs fell. Our squadron leader gave the order to attack. We went screaming down and pumped lead into our targets. It shook them up quite a bit. When I broke away and looked round for a prospective victim, I saw a Dornier some distance away, lagging behind. 3 of us went after him. He went into a gentle dive, but we overtook him and started firing at him. He was obviously in a bad way when we left him and rejoined the main battle. I was just turning around when I saw an ME-109 come hurtling at me from above. I made a quick turn and then dived after him. I was then at about 5,000 feet. He was going very quickly, and I had to do 400 miles an hour to get him nicely within range. Then, before I could fire, he flattened out no more than 50 feet above the sea level and went streaking for home. I gave him 4 sharp bursts, and suddenly his port wing dropped. His starboard wing went up, and then in a flash, his nose went down and he was gone. He simply vanished into the sea. At the precise moment he disappeared from my gun sights, I felt a sting in my leg. Just as I had been firing at him, 3 of his friends had been firing at me. I did a quick turn again and made for home, but it wasn't going to be quite as easy as all that. My attacker had put my port aileron out of action, so that I could hardly turn to the left at all. The control column went heavy too, and then I realized that my engine was beginning to run quite rough. There were no clouds to hide in, except those up 10,000 feet, and they seemed miles away. Practically all my ammunition had gone, so it would have been suicide to stay and fight. I watched my pursuers carefully. When they got near me, I made a sudden turn and saw their tracer bullets go past my tail. I gained a bit on them, and then they overtook me again, and once more I turned quickly when I thought they had me within range. I did that about a dozen times, but they didn't get me again.
If you'd like to learn more about Henry Michael Ferriss and his final flight just over a month later, please watch the video on screen. As you've made it this far, please like the video to help it spread to others, and let me know in the comments section, why do you think Flying Officer Ferriss survived this encounter? For more video and exclusive combat report compilations, subscribe to the channel and visit the website at dogfightdebrief.com.